It's an unfortunate story. It's a sad story. It involves the loss of a life of a young man who had a bright future in front of him. But I think it also shows us that, money doesn't insulate from pain, from terrible things. Michael Clark Rockefeller was one of the wealthiest men in the world. He's the fifth child of New York Governor and future U.S. Vice President Nelson Rockefeller. He disappeared on or about November 19th, 1961, during an expedition in the Asmat region of southwestern Netherlands, New Guinea, now part of Indonesian province of Papua, P-A-P-U-A, Papua. Michael was a little bit different from the other Rockefellers, although he attended the Buckley School, Phillips Exeter, Harvard, where he graduated cum laude. He served 6 months as a private in the U.S. Army, and he held a series of low-level, low-paying teacher's jobs. He's a guy that wanted to make a difference, to use the brain God had given him and not just fly around on his inheritance. He volunteered for an expedition for Harvard's Peabody Museum of Archaeology to study the Dani tribe of western Netherlands, New Guinea. On November 17, 1961, Rockefeller and a Dutch anthropologist, Rene Wassing, were in a 50-foot dugout canoe about 3 miles from the shore when their double pontoon boat was swamped and it overturned. Two local guides swam for help, but it was slow in coming. After drifting for some time, early on November 19th again, Rockefeller said to Wassing, "I think I can make it," and he swam to shore. The boat was an estimated 12 miles from the shore, and it's probable that Rockefeller died from exposure, shark attacks, saltwater crocodiles, exhaustion, or even drowning. There is also the probability that since the area was filled with headhunting cannibalistic tribes, he may have been murdered as well. In 1969, the journalist Milt Matchlin investigated Rockefeller's disappearance, and he concluded, on circumstantial evidence, he said, that it supported the idea that he had been killed by the locals in or near the village of Oost-Genep, where he likely would have arrived had he made it to shore. In 1958, several villagers had been murdered by a Dutch patrol, providing some rationale for the revenge of the tribe against the white man. There is a persistent story and the testimony that men from Oost-Genep killed Rockefeller after he swam to shore. The tribesmen killed and ate him by the shore. Soon afterwards, the villages were swept by a cholera epidemic, and the villagers believed that it was in retribution for killing Rockefeller. In 2011, Agamon Films released a documentary stating that Rockefeller survived and he was living among the locals. Writer Paul Touhy, claimed that in 1979, Rockefeller's mother hired a private investigator to go to New Guinea and to try to resolve this mystery about her son's disappearance. She may also have offered a $250,000 reward to the investigator that gave her proof positive that her son was either alive or dead. Whatever happened, he left the boat. He was never seen again. His body was never found. He was declared legally dead in 1964. No remains or other physical proof have ever been discovered, and that enormous reward has gone uncollected.